What is up there, Misfits? Welcome to Pages of Ascension. Of course, welcome back if you've been hanging out with me for a while. This is going to be the Ether Collective reading for the week of October 5th. Now, as you can see, I am not in my usual getup. That is because it is very early when I am doing this, and I basically just woke up. Like, I love you guys so much, I haven't even had my Earl Grey tea. It's real, okay? So... in this particular reading, we're going to look at what is seen and what is unseen. We're going to look at the energies that are at play with that for the week ahead. And then we're going to look at what's coming. So what we can kind of expect to see by the time the end of the week rolls around on Sunday, okay? So right now I am shuffling up to get our topic or what the focus is going to be. So let's go over a little fine print, shall we? So I am an adult. I do use adult language. If that's something that offends you, I'm probably not the reader for you, honey, okay? This is a good time to exit stage left. No big deal. Plenty of kick-ass readers here on YouTube. I'm sure you'll find someone who uses the language that you prefer, doll, okay? As far as pronouns go with what you identify as. This is an inclusive channel, okay? And, of course, if you're looking for a personal reading, go ahead and head to that website, which is right on the bottom of your screen, and take a poke around there and see if there's anything that gets your fancy going, okay? Alrighty, so it's looking like the topic, or the focus for a lot of people, is actually going to be adventure, okay? And it's interesting because when I was doing my nails, as I do every week, it's part of my whole, like, self-care thing, and it took me a while to realize when I was doing that I was actually also kind of channeling like a color, like an energetic theme for that week, and I kept seeing green, specifically this color green, this like neon looking green thing, right? So I think obviously for a lot of people, heart stuff is at play this week, okay? So here is the card of adventure, so you can see it. There you go. Alright, so now I need to get out a total of 4 cards. Be a little patient with me on top of shuffling out 4 cards. Like I said, no Earl Grey yet. Alright. Okay. Well, that was pretty clear cut. So we've got something ending, it's looking like, here with the universe popping out on our seen side. So what's unseen regarding this? Okay, if there's too much of this, you can always just fast forward. I'm not going to cut it out because, you know, part of doing tarot is shuffling. Some people get really impatient with the shuffling, though. But I'm not going to rush. I'm not going to rush this coming out. It makes for bad readings. Not about that life. Yeah, Death card on the unseen front. Okay. Alright, and what is unseen, excuse me, is indolence. That is the 8 of Cups. Okay, so this is pointing a little bit to addictions as 5 cards come out. We're going to take the bottom one. Yeah, so what I'm seeing here, this is super interesting, but I'm liking what I'm seeing, okay? So for some of you this week, there is an ending. There's a massive ending taking place. And this is actually a wrap-up of a cycle. And I feel like some of you aren't seeing this because of the way that it is transpiring. So I am feeling like for some of you, this might be something that's very painful. For some of you, this is walking away from some sort of addiction. Okay? Like, this is you getting victory over that addiction. This is, yep, there we go, the unseen, which is that you're getting victory over the situation, okay? And with the universe popping up, it's, this is Ascension. This is Ascension. So, yeah, some of you are closing out an old cycle this week. Unfortunately, literally, or hopefully not literally, because that would really suck. Metaphorically speaking, getting your heart ripped out of your chest, okay? So I am seeing the potential of a little heartbreak that's triggering this ascension, or this moving into this new cycle for some of you, okay? Let's get some more information. Yeah, double fives. So adventure here, the card is 55. Okay. 3 of Cups. Hangman. Some of you have been trying to figure out if you actually wanted to move on from this situation. Like, you've been allowing yourself to be stuck and trying to move this forward. Move yourself forward, excuse me. And I feel like whatever this is that's going on in the background, which the way these readings seem to work is that the seen is what's obvious, right? So the unseen is what's at play underneath what is seen. And usually that doesn't come up until the next week of what was unseen, of how, like, that played out, how it led to what we saw this week playing out. I'll put it that way. At least that's kind of what it's seemed like so far. So I feel like for some of you, it's celebration of being able to move forward beyond something. Now, because I am getting that heart chakra energy, I do feel like for a lot of people this has to do with love, or at the very least something that you were very passionate about, something that you love. I mean, you can love your job, you know what I mean? It doesn't necessarily have to be a person. You could have loved a trait about yourself but found out, or I should say realized once doing the internal work, that that particular trait is actually very toxic to your growth, and you decided to make the efforts to change that, okay? So, yeah, you're being called to have patience in this, temperance. But you know what else is interesting to me about this, this temperance card, is it also speaks to baptism, okay? And that kind of goes right along the lines with the ascension, the moving into a new cycle. So we've got both on the seen and the unseen. This is feeling like initiation of some sort, okay? Now, initiation by heartbreak, initiation and being forced to move forward here with the Hangman and the circumspection, which is the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so for some of you, this could be loss of work, or even just waking up one day and realizing that, you know what, this job just is not doing it for me anymore, and I don't want to be here. We're gonna go do something else. Happens all the time. It does happen all the time. I feel like it's happening a little bit more often now because of what's going on. It's forcing people to really evaluate their priorities, you know? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So something may happen this week. So for those of you who are, you're not necessarily going through this yourself, but you're watching someone battle an addiction, I do feel like judgment's being called on this situation with them. They're going to end up losing something. so that they can defeat this addiction, okay? Now, Judgment in reverse. Yeah, this isn't a resurrection of the same habit. So like someone has managed to defeat some type of habit, some type of addiction. I feel like they might have, you might have actively seen this person go into a little bit of a hermit phase, go into reflection, Odin going up on the tree to gain higher perspective, okay? And you might have even seen this happen a total of 3 times, but there's something about this third time I feel like is different for this person, that they're breaking through whatever has been keeping them repressed. Now, the downside of this is that they've lost some of the gains that they may have made in life because of this addiction, okay? So I'm feeling like loss of money for sure. I'm seeing loss of money here due to an addiction. For some of you, it's probably drinking, okay? Now, looking at our unseen, back at our unseen, like I said, I'm getting this heavy, like, baptism initiation by spirit vibe. Can you guys see that? See how it's in the reflection of the water pool, and then we've got the waterfall over here with abundance. Um, that's something to celebrate. Temperance is, asking you to be patient. The 8 of Coins and the 9 of Coins both turning up in reverse tells me that there is loss. There's loss of independence. There's loss of money. Okay, but both Temperance and the 8 of Pentacles landing on the Death card tells me that this is necessary for transformation, okay? Because something needed to change. Something needed to change for you or for this person, okay? Now, the reason I'm saying I do see overcoming whatever this is victory. It's the 6 of Wands, okay? That is the victory card. And this is not feeling like a shallow victory, not even in the slightest. I feel like for a long time, you or this person had been choosing to not truly look at self. And that's the reason why the Hangman popped up. Because this, again, what's seen. What's seen is reflection, okay? What's unseen is that the only way for you or this person to gain the victory needed is to go within and have that reflection, have that time to reflect. You've got the Ace of Cups here, which is a seed. It's a brand new emotional beginning for you or this person, or perhaps even for this partnership, if there is one. I'm not picking that up necessarily so heavy, but I am seeing the heart chakra as being kind of an active force in this reading. So it kind of seems like it's a matter of someone who hasn't been in touch with their own heart for quite some time. Okay? And you've got this seed here of a new beginning, and if you want the victory, you have to go within. You have to go and hang yourself up from the tree like Odin and seek higher perspective. Okay? So let's go ahead and look at the energies at play. So we've got the 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael, all right, and then we've got the World. So, because I don't know these cards quite as well, I am going to pop in the book Yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna kind of briefly paraphrase what I'm reading here. It says, this card upright indicates that you now have a greater readiness to receive love from others as well as from yourself. It could also indicate that a much needed healing from a previous broken heart is taking place. Okay, I did mention that. Have compassion with yourself, of course, along with temperance. And then know that as you do, the light from your heart center will shine with an irresistible beauty, and the universe will send people in situations that cause your sense of love and support to grow. So yeah, this is this is growth. This is serious growth. It's almost like spirit cracking you open. And it's interesting because I suppose that's an adventure in and of itself, especially when you've been running at a certain operation, if you will, of like not letting people in or running like the single life. And then it's like meeting that person that cracks you open. Okay. You know, makes you choose to end toxic behavior and cycles and patterns. You're willing to lose in order to gain. That's what this is saying. So let's look at the world card. Expansion and opening up. All right. So it says the man in the picture is looking out over a bay above which the beautiful sphere of the earth is rotating. This card is reminding you to expand your vision, Hangman, and contemplate some much broader options. The world is wide, so there's a lot out there to consider. In the modern age of technology, this could specifically be referring to creating or expanding a more global network through internet or social marketing. That's hilarious. Drawing this card also lets you know that you have unlimited resources available to you, and now is the time to think big. As they say, the world is your oyster, so get ready to gobble it up. So yeah, this is a cracking open. That's what this feels like. Which really is amazing. Now, I think for most people that are going to come across this reading, this is a cracking open of having compassion for yourself more so than another person. And I say that just because the hangman and temperance being here, like, that speaks a lot to a reflection of self. Okay. Energy of the self. Okay. But for some of you, because it is a general reading and I feel like I have to mention it, it could be that this is someone that you're dealing with or that you've just met. Okay. So what's coming is AO. So transformation, which that's been all over this reading, really. So embodies the principles of initiation. What did I say? What did I freaking say? Okay, transformation embodies the principles of initiation and rejuvenation. What makes you an individual, Iwaz, takes its symbol from the yew tree, which bends but doesn't break. Which the Norse would make bows. This rune represents the transformation from one thing to another. We don't stay the same person as we were when we were born. Our life experiences, relationships, and things we learn all contribute to some change. We grow and we transform into something different, just as a branch from a yew tree gets cut down to become a bow. So the way I tend to look at the yew tree is its flexibility and able to change because it will bend, but it has a very hard time breaking. And for some of you, this is somewhat of a breaking point before the cracking open of that heart chakra. But I feel like for more of you, you're recognizing the need to go within and then have patience for yourself while you do in order to gain this victory that you seek. Okay? And again, I'm seeing very heavy, like I was saying, initiation by spirit. This is even more like kind of a baptism vibe of initiation. So, okay. We'll say that that's a hit there. But in any case, So this week, expect to, you know, hear about some people giving up bad habits. You might finally decide this week that there are certain habits that you need to let go of, okay? Follow that. Follow that, because that is what you're being encouraged to do. That is what's going on in the background. You're being encouraged to give this up so that this transformation can, this transformation can take place for you, okay? So with that, we're going to go ahead and call it here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Excuse the tired face. Know that I love you. Okay. So again, don't forget to like, share, and scribe. Maybe some of you need to write. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe before you take off to the next video. Again, website for personal reading. Remember, your peace is your power, and I'll see you on Thursday. Bye.